You know, I never imagined how long it would basically take to basically do this sort of AI campaign. Or how long it would basically take for, like, you know, it be reduced to, like, you know, a couple factions, basically. But we at least have a war between, like, you know, the Scipii and, like, Numidia last time. And technically Spain. So they might be wiped out soon. Technically, the Seleucids are at war with the Scipii, so maybe they'll come down to attack them. Or maybe they'll do something with, like, their armies over here in, like, the waters. And then there's the Brutii. They did declare war on the Spanish, so here's to hoping. Alright, so here's the news. These guys declare a ceasefire. The Greek cities in the House of Brutii and the Seleucid Empire in the Greek city, so that'll probably give them some breathing room basically over here. And hopefully they'll go after the Scipii now. They still got a few armies here, right, to do it with, so maybe. Or maybe they'll try and go after Salamis, which would be annoying, but you know, perhaps they could land on there and take it. There wasn't a ceasefire between British or Spain, or Brutii or Spain, so they're still at war over here. And for some reason these guys are not going directly after, like, you know, this settlement here, so okay. Maybe they're gonna head back over here to, like, you know, Seleucid lands. And of course, public disorder, because why not? By the way, the army that's basically over here near Lilybaeum is basically gone, so it's just like, you know, these three cities is here again. Well, the Scipii did leave an army here, so they'll probably take that back at least. And all these guys basically are on a train to, like, you know, probably go to, like, the Seleucid Empire over here. Maybe. Looks like the direction they're going. The Egyptians had a boat basically going toward this direction over here, so they might be going toward Helicanarsis or, like, you know, something else. I get the feeling that the Seleucids are still going to be sort of, like, locked up, trying to do stuff they really shouldn't be, but whatever. Up here, I'll note that Spain basically has, like, you know, Brivia basically under siege, but the Brutii did take over here, Batadorium, so they have that territory now. Will they take any more? I don't know, we'll have to see. On to next turn. For some reason the British switched from Triarii over here to, like, you know, Alesia. I mean, okay, you attack there, he attacks here, why not? The Spanish army seem to be coming up in this direction to try and perhaps, like, you know, do naval warfare again, but, you know, will they succeed in actually, like, performing such a feat? I don't know. These guys are standing over here for some reason. That guy's standing right there. The minions are just, like, you know, staying out here in the middle of nowhere. He's just chilling. And yeah, nothing's really happening in this neck of the woods just yet. Okay, the Egyptian army is now over here. There is a boat basically here, but oh, it's sailing this way. Maybe we'll go after Salamis. Wouldn't that be a nice little change to take out the Egyptians once and for all? Okay, so here goes this settlement. No contest. He just takes it out and, like, you know, that's basically it for Dimity. He failed to exterminate, though. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's possible they could hold on to it without exterminating it, but, you know, they really should exterminate that settlement just for getting it out of the way. Oh, they did exterminate it. Good. So it's burning down. This guy seems to have moved a little bit over here. They're still standing over here. San Briva has basically fallen to the Spanish. And this is still under siege over here. You know, the Brutii have a lot of armies, but are they marching over in this direction? They are. So maybe they will actually attack the Spanish, like, you know, in earnest. Oh, look at this! It might actually happen. We might actually see the summits of Salamis fall. And, yeah, these guys are over here, but there's nothing here, right? So, this guy can easily attack here. Maybe with, like, this help of this army over here, perhaps. And yeah, still exterminated. Well, that seems to be it, so on to the next turn. No change yet here, or here. So this guy's bringing his army back, which is probably a smart move. It might be that this guy's going to like land his army over in this direction, just to, you know, try and hit Salamis. These guys are like going back and forth. They might be trying to go after like Tingy now, which should be like, you know, spectacular, but whatever. Who knows? And it looks like Triare is basically under siege by the Brutii now. We'll see what Spain basically actually does over here, but whatever. That must have been a revolt. I see like this army basically like, you know, backed out here, so that's what I assume happened over here. Alright, a new turn. The Greek cities and the House of Scipii have declared war on each other, or rather, the Greek city declared war on the House of Scipii, or that's a ceasefire. Never mind. So, British has ceasefire Spain, Greek cities has ceasefire Scipii, which means just the Brutii now over here. We'll see if the Spanish actually, like, you know, sort of rally to actually take them out, or if, like, you know, the Brutii like, you know, cave over them, sort of like they did Macedon. This guy's getting close to Tingy over here, but so are these guys over here. And a second army's come out. Where's the Egyptian fleet? There's a diplomat in there. Oh, it's right here. So, it's just sailing around. All there is to say about that. I count 1, 2, 3 now. I mean, I'm happy they're landing, but I want to see them attack, right? So, attack already. You know, I think this guy just wants to cross back over. That's what these guys are basically doing, just trying to cross back. The Scipii are definitely going for Tingy, though, so hooray for that. This army is getting close to over here, so they might be able to defend Tingy if like, you know, or Triare if, like, you know, they get close enough. So I assume these free units are probably more powerful than free unit there, so they might take it, you know, in the meantime. The Brutii definitely want to attack the Spanish, by the way. So perhaps we'll see some vicious attacks over here soon. I figured I'd note that I see a Spanish army near Paralysis over here, so they might take that back. Maybe. We got our fleet over here of troops. They're really closing in now. I'm not sure what these guys are up to, but these guys seem to be all funneling around here at this point, which is kind of annoying. Does the Scipii plan to attack Spain directly instead of like Tingy? Still waiting, and you know, still sailing around again. I think that's about it. Except for this being on siege. That's basically also a thing, I guess. But Naval will still be under siege, hooray. Huh, there's plague over here apparently. Now the rest over here. Well, and now someone has fallen to the Brutii. It looks like the wave of like Brutii troops is starting to flood in here, so I don't think Spain's gonna have a very good time soon. Now these guys are going back again, so well, okay. Cross is still under siege. Salamis is still not under siege, but oh well. Whatever. Corrales looks very blue now. Maybe they'll take back all their cities. Maybe, like, you know, they'll actually directly invade Spain. At least I'm finally getting some action for, like, you know, this, like, you know, series of, like, you know, AI attacks. Just, you know, unexpectedly is it happening, you know, every so often. All I can really say about that. Alright, so Samuel Breve is now under attack by Brutii. Where next will these armies basically go over here? Again, nothing's really happening over here. Though, I guess these guys are moving this direction now, so that's a positive, maybe? Those armies are still staying right there. When does this happen? Apparently Lulubim fell to the Spanish. I mean, all they had to do is basically walk troops basically in there, so they could have just done that, but did they actually, like, you know, do that? We got a 4th army over here. I mean, hopefully they'll think, like, you know, this is enough troops to take and also attack, but, you know, it seems like they like to send, like, lots of troops all at once before, like, they actually, like, you know, commit to the attack. The AI. I just want to note that this Scipii army is just sitting right next to, like, you know, Tingy here, so it'd be so easy just to attack it, and these guys are going around the Spanish armies as opposed to fighting them, I think. Not just yet. But at least they're gathering. Not sure it's a good thing or bad thing, actually. This happened. Well, that sucks for the Spanish. They lost another city, and this time wasn't to, like, you know, the Brutii, but just to, like, you know, poor management of settlement, I guess. I mean, we sort of knew it was going to happen, that they were going to attack it. It's just a matter of, like, you know, are they going to send all their armies basically back to try and take as a thing? The British have gone to war with Spain again, by the way. So, that happened. I guess this guy sort of walked away for whatever reason. What these guys are doing over here, I have no idea, but, you know, whatever. Did Spain lose one of its armies? I mean, it makes sense if they actually attacked it because, you know, they're enemies, but did they actually attack it? And did it wipe it out, or, like, you know, did it, like, you know, run somewhere? Yep, more armies basically come over here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we'll get 6, because why not? Alright, a new turn. The Brutii and the Britannias have, like, you know, announced an alliance. That's nothing really special, but, you know, why not? He's still saying there was a, like, you know, there it is. So he must have been hiding some trees or something, the Spanish army, so whatever. It'd be nice if they actually attacked Ting over here and just, like, finish it off, but, you know, They might be focusing on, like, Cordova, these guys here now. It's funny how the Scipii have, like, completely lost focus of the Seleucids over here. I'm pretty sure it's still at war, but, whatever. This guy's now over here, by the way, so he might be picking up troops in a moment. And drop them off yet again. I'm not sure, but I think this guy merged armies. Unless one was basically, like, staying in the timber over here or something. I'm not sure what's happened with the Brutii. Basically, they, like, came over here a little bit, and then they sort of, like, stopped moseying around. That's the thing about the AI. It seems like they attack and they stop attacking. And I'm not really sure what's causing it. There are Spanish armies basically, like, wandering around in this area, I guess, but, they aren't really doing anything. Though I guess they're, like, all wandering toward, like, Cordova at this point. Because why not? Why not? One more army? Oh, look at this! The Egyptians might be having their last breath in a moment. The Seleucids certainly have enough arms to take them out, so... Is this it for them? Will the Egyptians finally be finished off in an AI campaign? Like, completely finished off. I'm not sure when this happened, but, yeah, the poor Seleucids lost this campus Sakai up there. They do have the truce base, so, like, they could actually go and take it out, but... I mean, will they? Or maybe, like, the rebellious to come after it, because they're, technically bordering it? Thoughts, ideas, but who knows? The only really thing I can note here, by the way, is that this just brought over more troops, so an even bigger attack now, basically on, like, Salamis. But that's basically it. There's, like, no other real change in the map just yet. Spanish is still probably, like, sending more troops basically down here. Scipii are sort of, like, just hanging out. Attacking Palma, apparently. In a way, I'm not really sure that, like, naval warfare is a great thing for this game. If, like, it basically causes the armies to do stuff like this. Like, hopefully, Brutii aren't like, thinking, like, let's naval invade someone. And having, like, issues like this, but who knows? Always unrest in Sparta, because, why not? This guy's walking away from Campus Sakai, I guess. But I don't see any Brutii armies going toward it. The once mighty people have been defeated. An obstacle on the path to glory has been removed. But maybe only replaced by those that removed it. Now, will the Seleucids actually stop with this, like, busybody business in, like, the, Mediterranean? And actually try to, like, defend themselves, or take back their settlements, or, push somewhere. Well, that's, like, not really much to change here. They lost a couple settlements here to, like, Spanish did, but, it's nothing really notable, to be honest. Apparently I lost a general. Don't know when he died, but okay. Oh, probably these guys, like, wiped him out right after, so... That's all that was. I feel like some bull warriors are besieging me. Good old bull warriors. Well, Scipii is going somewhere. Just not exactly sure where. Alright, well, we got ourselves this guy. I'm sure Fenisker can use another general. Why not? Okay, so, there was a big change here. down here, basically in like, you know, the Middle East, Bostra came under siege by a Scipii army, so I'm not sure, but this might be a sign that, like, you know, the Seleucids and the Scipii are going to basically get back into like battle with each other.
Ships ready.
And apparently I've got some Egyptian, like, you know, leftovers here. It could be that, like, you know, the Seleucids are just going to try and reland their troops and start attacking in a moment. Because, you know, what else are you going to attack, basically? Except for the Brutii. They could attack the Brutii, but will they? I have no idea what's going on over here, if like just passing by or just trying to get back over here or whatever. Who knows? And, you know, British are basically back on European soil again. I screwed up. I usually like to make these like armies to attack, you know, before like, you know, someone gets like, you know, starved out, but I forgot to actually send these guys out to attack because, you know, I wasn't checking the timer. At the very least, Spain exterminated the settlement, so that happened. Now, where are they going to go? They have, like, these guys up here to attack. I don't see any boats, by the way, in this area. Maybe they'll attack, like, Tingy basically next and wipe out the Numidians. That'd be impressive. And what are the Seleucids basically doing over here now? They picked up one troop over here. Please tell me they're not going to just drop one troop based on the mainland and come back to pick up more. I really do hope we're not going to see like the Seleucids basically, you know, take one army, drop it off, come back, pick up an army, drop it off, and just wait till they drop them all off or to do something else. Well, it looks like they have a full army in this boat now. Maybe they picked up an army and basically plan to send it after Greece. I mean, it is hoping that some of these, like, you know, small factions that wiped out so they don't basically worry about them anymore. I think, like, you know, Condat Rundum here is going to be under attack soon, but who knows? Unless he has no troops in it, by the way, so the Brits could easily just walk into it and take it that way. We might see that in a moment. Maybe. Or not. Probably not. Alright, let's see. Oh, yes! Look at this! In Sparta! The Greeks might finally be wiped out! Go Seleucid Empire! They lost Bostra because of your, like, you know, amphibious, like, you know, shenanigans. Oh well. We're still waiting on Palma to fall over here. And I wonder what Spain's basically going to do over here. Numidia's basically staying out here in the middle of nowhere. Spain's not doing anything to her settlement. Blah blah blah. Nothing really to say here. They walked one tile closer, but they didn't attack, I guess, just yet. I'm pretty sure the Greeks and the Seleucids, like, you know, if they battle right there, right here and there, the Seleucids will win, but you might be thinking, like, let's bring more ships and stuff like that, yet again. Nothing's really happening over here just yet. The Seleucids have yet to move out this, like, army, so nothing to say there. Nothing's happened here. Oh. Oh. The Brutii and the Brits are basically at war over here. You know, it'd be very interesting if this guy brought his, like, you know, one boat or two boats basically over to actually do amphibious landings. Maybe you might see that, but, you know, I highly doubt we'll see, like, the, you know, the British Isles ever invaded, unfortunately, in this playthrough. Even though we see, like, everything else be invaded. I mean, I can always hope, but probably won't happen. And I say that, by the way, because, like, you know, the Brits usually have, like, you know, armies over here, so it's a little bit harder to sort of take, like, this territory as like, you know, Kydonia or, like, you know, Salamis, because those are, like, you know, one settlement nations. And technically it's the same for, like, you know, Sicily, but, you know, they didn't have any armies over here. Do you, like, you know, Sicilians, or, like, you know, the Scipii? So technically, like, you know, they just walked right in a little bit right there with, like, a couple troops, I think. And they might come over here to hit, like, these two, like, you know, urban cohorts and take them out as well. Who knows? I figure I note that the Greek Navy over here is basically putting the, like, island of Crete basically under siege here, or blockade. I think what's happening over here is that these guys are going to fetch some more troops and, like, bring them over to, like, you know, attack the Greeks. But who really knows? Again, no changes basically here, but, you know, stuff's happening. I don't know why Spain doesn't have any troops over here in, like, you know, Alesia, but okay. AI's gonna AI. I kind of wonder what they're basically doing over here, these troops. What ideas does the AI basically have, if any? Well, it looks like these guys are starting to move north again. Probably because the Brutii walked into Alesia. They also took Samuel Brevia over here, so, you know, the Brutii are making advancements. Will Spain get its act together and actually start doing something? You know, I sort of wonder if the Brutii are going to march into Italy because there's nothing over here. And I can see them easily, like, you know, taking the stuff basically in these, like, you know, summons. Yeah, again, nothing's happening over here. And the Seleucids have yet to pick up any more troops basically, like, to do an attack with. Palma's being Palma. And Tingy's being Tingy. Alright, well, Palma has fallen. Finally. No attack basically here just yet, but oh well. Let's see, do we see any more ships basically moving around? I'm not even sure what a Greek Navy basically is at this point. There it is right there, so the one ship. I'm not sure what this guy's basically up to. He basically sort of like just sitting here, but you know, is like, you know, are we basically moving toward him, or is he like, you know, just like sort of like, you know, locked and not doing anything? There's a few troops over here. Alright, well, it seems like over here, these guys are sort of moving around. And, like, you know, there was a rebel army over here, but the, like, you know, Brutii basically wiped it out. So, they are basically in, like, northern Italy now. This guy's up here for some reason. Alright. Patavium is basically back under siege by the Brutii. The Spanish seem to be saying like continuing basically in this direction at least. I'm not sure what the Brutii are basically up to, but you know, they have an army going toward Condat Rundum over here. I start paying for British. They may be like made a bad alliance here because they can't actually do anything now. They've been locked out like the, you know, theater of war over here. You know, these armies are still around, but just not doing anything. No siege here yet, but honestly, another army is basically on its way. Well, they moved a tile away from like where they were, I guess. Doesn't really mean much though, unfortunately. Bit of unrest right there, apparently. And no movement against the Seleucids over here by the Scipii. Alright, well, we knew that was going to happen at some point to put that under siege. And maybe, like, you know, Lugdunum over here is going to under siege as well. they have armies over here, it's just they're not really using them to defend themselves, because here's the thing, it seems like the AI doesn't know how to defend themselves anymore. They know how to attack, but they don't know how to defend, so it's like, what you doing? There's now a second Seleucid army over here by Sparta. They're not going to do anything, but you know, they're there. Hooray. So yeah, armies right going up here. Patavium being attacked. Connet Renan being attacked. Probably lugged them next turn. Alright, are we going to pick up more, like, you know, sailors, basically? Or not sailors, but armies to sort of drop off as a thing? What will we expect from, like, the Seleucid invasions over here, I guess? Again, nothing happening down here. There's still an attack over here. It looks like a few armies are now heading toward Lebanon over here, so maybe it's going to get attacked before Lugdunum over here. Patavium's basically still under siege, and, you know, the Spanish, like, you know, I wonder if they basically want to do, like, naval invasions against the Scipii, and, like, you know, they're sort of stuck. You know, what about that about Macedon as well, perhaps? Maybe when they had, like, other armies basically, like, you know, around Campus Getae over here, they basically sort of, like, you know, want to, like, attack something of, like, you know, a naval force, but, you know, they're basically being, like, you know, hampered by the Brutii as a result. Does not lend itself to be, like, great AI then, if that's the case, but oh well. Alright, well, they took Patavium, they took Condat Redum, they put Lebanon under siege, and this guy left for some reason. Oh wow. That's actually not really great, because he's actually weaker than, like, you know, that army there, I think, this guy. This guy's not next to him, right? So, unless this guy moves right next to him again, he's like, you know, kind of a precarious spot. Unless the Greeks don't attack him. Push the might. They may just ignore him. I find it odd that it's basically, like, you know, this, like, you know, Greek, like, navy is trying to attack this one ship. It is the one to, like, ferrying things across, but I mean, it's right next to the other ship here, so if they attack, I'm not sure what basically happens there. Alright, so Seleucids basically, like, you know, have Memphis basically revert back to them, now they're getting attacked again. So why not? And Scipii, of course, aren't doing anything of note. Unfortunately. So, yeah, no real change. Siege right there. I guess they only had a few troops over here, so it makes sense to start garrisoning this until, like, you know, something else happens in Patavium and over in Italy. Siege on Sparta. Siege on Memphis. Next turn. So I want to note that this, like, Seleucid army is now next to the other guy, so at least that's going for him here now. So maybe the Greeks will be wiped out. Where's the naval vessel for Seleucids over here? He might have gone all the way up here. This guy's just sort of, like, just sitting here doing nothing. Memphis did fall over here for, like, you know, the Scipii, so they have that back in their control. Perhaps now they'll start moving up the coast to, like, you know, take the rest of the settlements over here. Again, nothing really happened in this neck of the woods. Those Scipii armies are sort of, like, you know, advancing back toward over here. Under attack. And that's about it for, like, you know, Gaul. What are you doing, Spain? What are you doing? That makes sense, I guess. I mean, if you take your city and you don't want to take anything else, then Just ceasefire, why not? Well, that's unfortunate. This guy's probably gonna go down here, or maybe all the Scipii armies will turn back and be like, hey, I want to take that back. Because that's just how they act, of course. So, up here, Lebanon did fall, and apparently Lugdunum was basically captured at some point. So, the Brutii are doing pretty well over here. I think they might be sending all their armies at this point to actually try and, like, you know, suppress Spain and, like, take all their lands. Maybe. They got a ceasefire. Okay, well, why not? Six turns. So, he decided to use this army to attack over here. And are we going to see all these, like, our armies basically turn around? Possibly some are turning around to go the other way. Though it seems a few bases are still going this direction at least. These guys did declare a ceasefire, but it doesn't mean it's going to, like, stick, so they might basically, like, go to war, like, very, very soon. I don't see any Brutii armies crossing into, like, you know, Spain just yet, but that might be coming soon. Or we might see some fights between, like, you know, the two factions. Possibly that could happen as well. The poor Scipii. And why not? A new sun over here. So yes, there was another loyalist revolt. They lost Dimity over here again. All my lovely gladiators. That's all I can really say about it. So, it looks like the Brutii are sort of crossing into Spain at this point. So, maybe they'll actually start, like, you know, taking the cities from the Spanish over here. It might be really funny if, like, you know, they, like, leave, like, you know, all of Italy based in their possession for the most part. But, I assume they'll basically get here eventually, and, like, take these cities too. Sparta, of course, is still under attack, so... Well, we'll see if they actually take it or not. Hopefully they take it and wipe out the Greeks once and for all. And I'm pretty sure most of these, like, Scipii armies are heading back toward here now. Because, you know, we like rebel states to die first. And all that stuff. Alright, well, they've made it down to Narbo Martius over here to attack it. I assume they have, like, an army over here in, like, the trees trying to get over toward Numantia, or, you know, maybe, like, you know, even, like, you know, Asturca over here perhaps as well. Though that seems unlikely. But yeah, I assume there's, like, an army basically in these trees up here, you know, make its way down. This, of course, has 3 more turns. There's now, like, you know, 2 rebel summons basically in this area to, like, you know, go after. Huh, these guys are moving. That's nice. So is this guy, by the way. Alright, well, they're gonna try and take, the city basically on the coast here. Nothing really too hard for Mace to do, I guess. Now exterminate it. Good job. And sure. 4 generals basically up here. Ouch! Numantia basically revolted. That might take catch the attention of, like, you know, the Brutii now, by the way. As well as the Spanish. They might actually be like, ooh, rebel summoned. We must send all our troops now to take that. All these Brutii armies basically down here. Just making their way down to do stuff. This guy went all the way over here. These guys just spread out their gas. That guy coming out here. And will the Greeks fall? Hopefully they fall. And yeah, unrest over here in Bostra and Petra. War declared. So the British are going to try and take, Samobrevia basically back, because, they always try and do that. Maybe we'll have like a, another front basically opened up and it's like, Barbarian and Brutii war. This Brutii army is basically making it down to Numidia, so they'll probably take that very, very soon. Or like, the Spanish will basically rally and get over there first. That's probably unlikely, but, I'll just note it. The Brutii stopped attacking Narva Martius over here, so either they got attacked or like, they just broke the siege. I'm not sure what these Spanish armies are up to, but they're moving around. One more turn. I'm not sure if this guy's going to try and pick up some more like troops and drop them off or something like that. But I think it's like, naval vessels are basically over here and that's basically where they're going to stay. And there we go. Not one, but two factions the Seleucids wiped out in this like episode. Now will the Seleucids actually do something like, useful? Like, I really want to see the Seleucids, like, do a bit more than like what they've basically done so far. I'd also like to see Spain do a little bit more than what they're doing right now, but that seems a little bit unlikely, unfortunately. So, yeah. Attack right there. I think that's the only settlement under siege for a moment, until, like, something else happens. Like, maybe, like, the Seleucids go after Scipii now, in earnest. Well, the Brutii finally sieged to Numidia. All these Spanish armies might have something to say about that. I'm not sure if the Brutii are going to send any more armies, but, they have a lot of basic guard over here. This guy's slowly making his way down to Domini over here, so he might attack that in a moment. And the Spanish armies are sort of like, here. Maybe in the trees, who knows. Oh, it's right there. Where are these guys walking to? I don't know. I really don't know. Nothing's happened in this neck of the woods, so we'll sort of skip looking at that and just keep going. Six turns. I fear I note that the Scipii put that settlement under siege finally.
Our ships are under attack.
And apparently the ships near like Salamis were wiped out finally. Alright, so it looks like they're finally taking their armies basically off of here. I think Sidon was basically Scipii, I say, so the Seleucids took that back. Whenever I'll actually start moving on, like, Greece basically with these armies here to Seleucids, because these are all open cities basically to them. Maybe these guys decided to stop attacking the Spanish, or they attacked the Spanish and, like, they broke their siege. And yeah, Dimi's basically under attack by this, like, Scipii army. Not sure what the Spanish were basically up to, but, army. Just all around. But yay! Movement! Not sure why, but the Brutii army's now over here. And Spain's almost to that sea, basically. Once that, like, summit falls, perhaps the Brutii will basically resume their attack on the Spanish. And start taking their sons one by one. The Seleucids made it down here, by the way. I think they dropped off this army right here, so maybe they'll start making their, like, you know, inroads into Scipii territory again. Well, that happened, I guess. So they retreated. Or they died. Either or happened. Alright, so here's the Scipii army. Apparently they're towing around heavy archers and repeating ballistas in his army here, so they, like, you know, were slowed down by that a little bit. Alright, they exterminated that too, so excellent job to them. Now, will the Scipii turn on the Seleucids, or will they basically go after Alexandria? Or will they basically, like, you know, do naval invasions? What will we see from them? That's the question. So apparently this has reached its limits. Because, you know, no one's attacking the Minci over here, so yeah. No one's attacking it. Alright, Brutii, what are you gonna do? So, Spain finally made up to Nemestia to attack it. So they should take that easily. The Brutii don't seem to be doing anything over here. So, these guys are at war again. So, Jerusalem's under attack by, like, you know, this Seleucid army over here. I assume that these guys are just, like, you know, dropping off army after army to sort of attack the Scipii over here now. So hopefully we'll see, like, you know, balancing the Scipii and the Seleucids very, very soon. I had a rebel army basically up in this area. The Brutii attacked it. They might be thinking about taking Campus Sakai up here, because, you know, rebel settlement, finally, that they want to basically take. And, you know, they might be sending some armies basically to sort of do that pass as well. It's funny how Numidians basically sort of hold on just by, like, you know, being left alone. Because of AI. Jerusalem's under attack. We have Scipii army sort of, like, you know, just, like, trickling in to sort of do something about it, perhaps. But of course, they can't pick up troops to basically land on, like, the mainland over here, the Seleucids basically do. And it looks like these guys are actually sort of rallying towards, like, you know, attacking the Scipii finally. So hooray for that. I feel like this is overkill to basically kill off this, like, you know, summit, but well, go for it, Spanish. Huh. I like how upgraded these, like, troops basically are. They must have been, like, you know, built in, like, a Spanish city or something like that. Or not Spanish, but, you know, Scipii city. So they take that back and they burn it down, I assume. Yep, there we go, they burn it down. Okay, so these guys are slowly creeping on Campus Sakai up here. And now they have Bostra under attack over here, and they're taking Jerusalem. Yes, the wrath of the Seleucids are on the Scipii finally. It'd be really fun to actually start attacking their armies and just wiping them out one by one, but, you know, it seems like they go after some more like armies, so there is that. What will the Spanish do over here? Okay, they've made it up to the corner, and they're starting to attack it. The troops here aren't exactly of the best quality, so I don't think these guys are going to have too much trouble as taking it with their, like, you know, elite troops. But who knows? Bostra's under a massive attack. More and more Seleucid armies basically are being, like, you know, retrieved and dropped basically on the mainland. And these guys are sort of, like, just floating down. It's glorious. Truly glorious. That's just unrest. Unrest. And more unrest. That's always the thing with the barbarians, by the way. If they basically like get big populations in their cities, they have issues. A lot of people basically like advise like don't build farms in like these settlements because this is why like these issues basically arise. But it's just always been a thing basically. It's just they suck basically at like maintaining public order. I wonder if they'll attack over here. They've already attacked the Menolinium over here, the Brutii. The Spanish are slowly being picked apart. Earthquake in Iberia. So, the Iberian city of Sangatum has been struck by a great earthquake, undoubtedly visited upon the people by Neptune. Many have been killed, and a temple has collapsed. So, we have an earthquake over here in Carthago Nova in 12 BC. And that happened, of course, because, even though they exterminated this place once, it's just regrown so much. Well, sucks to be, the Spanish, I guess. Narbo Martinez is basically under attack here. Massilla is basically under attack. Midolino is basically under attack. I don't think they're going to be long for a world, the Spanish. Though it's not to say the same about the Seleucids and Scipii. It looks like the Seleucids have got their game basically back, so they're on the move. Here they go. Well, they're gonna try. I'll have to remember to drive them back if they attack me again, but they're gonna try. And Spain of course is gonna go after it instead of trying to defend themselves properly. They stopped here. They stopped here. They must have declared a ceasefire. Let's just check that right now. No. I don't know why they pulled back then. There's no reason for Brutii to pull back. Also, I think they need more help for Campus Sakai up here. The Seleucids basically have their armies, but where are they going now? Hopefully not thinking of going after a naval invasion like this. Be very annoyed if they're basically thinking about that, but they might be. I see a few armies over here, possibly going toward Damatha and Arabia over here. The Brutii don't seem to be resuming their attack over here, so that's a thing. Purdue was of course being attacked again, so they'll basically send all the troops basically to suppress that, revolt. Wow. That was Scipii controlled. I mean, I don't see a reason why this would have revolted so abruptly like this. But whatever. It's kind of annoying how basically this is basically open to attack by these two, but they just aren't attacking it right away. I mean, it's not like the guys are going to do that much of a fight against these guys. I mean, at least with Cordoba over here, they got armies basically coming to actually attack it. So, and already got under attack for the first army. They're closing in Arabia, though it looks like the Scipii I've already made over here, so they might start clashing with the Seleucids a little bit on this front. Is there any other boats basically doing stuff over here? Yes, there's basically armies right here. Maybe coming from Crete basically to go back to attack the Scipii. These guys have armies in their boats, but they're not really doing anything, I wonder. A few of these armies basically broke off, but one's still going for Demath over here. Maybe he'll attack it, maybe he won't. The Scipii will attack Jerusalem though, and try and take it out. I'm not sure why they pulled away from Corduba, these guys, but okay. I really hope they're not going to think, let's do a naval invasion of Corellis. But they might be thinking about that right now. And I think these Brutii armies are probably thinking, like, you know, let's send more troops to war, like, you know, this camp is up here, because why not? Let's make sure we take it. Ah, well. That's going to probably distract the Scipii a little bit. Which means they'll probably start pulling troops back from like the Middle East to do something about it. Yet no attack here in Demath just yet, but you know, Jerusalem's still an attack over here. Okay, so he landed troops over here in Palma, but he's yet to attack Palma. I sort of want to basically see a revolt in Palma, because you know, why not? Alright, well, they're gonna go for it. Clear defeat. And they take Camp in Sakai for me. Or rebels, rather. Hopefully they exterminate that settlement. Now hopefully since they took that settlement they'll actually get, you know, get more serious now to Brutii. You know, I have to say, it seems like the AI is very, like, basic in some ways. It really should be that, like, you know, the AI basically thinks, like, you know, there's a target, I want to basically attack this target, I want to basically stick to this target. But when as soon as, like, you know, they see, like, a revolt, they're like, gotta send all troops basically against this target because it's a priority. And that might be because I'm basically a player, and, like, they're attacking me, like, primarily, but, you know, they're like this basically in the game as well, where, like, you know, they'll go after roll summons first, so it's not really that different. So exterminated this summit, that's good to see. And yeah, Spain's going for naval warfare, of course, because, you know, why not? Huh. Are they in the woods, or did they just, like, you know, take them away, those guys from Corellis? They took back Jerusalem to Scipii, they did. Not really sure what's up with the Seleucids. They basically are attacking when they really should be. At least this is done. I forgot about Corduba again. But whatever. They exterminated it. It's done. Hopefully the Spanish will start thinking about other stuff. Like, you know... Well, actually sieging Palma would be a start, I guess. Maybe they think they need a lot more troops in order to take Palma, or like, you know... They're just like, you know, want to have more troops before they commit. What will the Brutii do now? What will they do now? And what will the Scipii and the Seleucids do now? Alright, well... Nothing's happening here of, like, you know, Dimity just yet. I don't know why the Spanish army is basically this far away, but, you know... He just wants to maybe walk around the coast, because, you know, he doesn't want to basically use the amphibious land anymore. He has the option of walking all the way around. This guy might be stuck and able to drop off more troops. That could be a thing. Is this going to come under siege again? Will that come under siege again? Will they get over here to Italy? Nothing's happening here. Okay, so the Brutii have resumed their attacks. So again, as long as something basically happens, these guys should basically like, you know, focus all their efforts on like, you know, trying to take out Spain. There's a Ram Army near a Retrum over here for some reason, by the way. What are these guys basically planning over here? They have the armies. They just aren't using them for anything. Yeah, I think this like like you know, this island's full of troops and they can't do anything. Okay, well, next turn. We're still waiting on these summons to fall. And for this guy maybe to do something. We're still waiting for Seleucid to do something over here. Or Scipii for that matter. I assume they're coming for here, but who knows. Alright, well, I see them on the move. Naval Invasions has basically fallen. This will basically soon fall, probably. This guy's just like, you know, wandering around aimlessly, I guess. Next turn. There goes Massalia. And here they come into northern Italy. They got a Retrum basically under siege finally. This looks to be the end of the Spanish. And yeah, nothing's happening over here. Because why not? Huh, well this guy's going elsewhere finally. Alright, well. Now they're at Meteolinium. And hopefully they'll come after Sagasta basically, like, you know, soon. I wonder where their capital basically is at this point. Somehow they're blockading this, I guess, because maybe their troops are too close to the road. Or on the road, basically. There's those Spanish, like, troops right there. You know, I sort of feel at this point I should probably just, like, save and end this, like, you know, video at this point. Especially since Palmas revolted over here. And really, basically, I just want to, like, you know, just kind of, like, you know, let the AI basically sort of, like, you know, reset its, like, thinking here a little bit before, like, you do anything else. Like, I think the Seleucids have sort of, like, broke themselves again. And Scipii are, like, you know, also sort of broke, so they aren't doing anything. Unfortunately. And it's kind of cool seeing Brutii obviously, like, decimate the Spanish, like, summons and stuff like that, but the Spanish have all these armies, they could be using them, right? So, there is that. So yeah, let's just sort of end her here, I think, for this, like, you know, video. The factions basically are dwindling at this point. We really only have, like, you know, 3 now. Well, 4 if you want to basically include the Spanish, but I mean, they've basically sort of, like, you know, look to be having their last gasps. The Spanish are killing enemies of everyone except for, like, you know, the British and, like, the Seleucids. Numidia is basically an enemy of, like, you know, Scipii and the Spanish, but they're basically allied to the Seleucids. The British are allied to the Scipii. They're enemies of, like, you know, no one at the moment, but they, you know, they'll basically become enemies of Brutii, like, soon enough. They're currently, like, you know, training with, like, you know, the Brutii, the Scipii, and the Spanish. The Seleucids are just enemies of the Scipii. The Scipii are enemies of both the Numidians, the Spanish, and the Seleucids. And again, they're allied to, like, you know, the British. And then the Brutii. They have one focus of opponent. They have no rebel summon space to worry about. They're gonna be on a roll. Ranking them up. I'm just gonna skip the Numidia and, like, you know, the British, even though, well, we'll put the British basically here because they are, like, you know, 4 summons, which is basically enough to, like, you know, give them some rank, I guess. But here we basically are. Brutii basically are climbing, like, quickly. If you look at territorial rankings, the Brutii have almost cleared up to 4 summons, so maybe like 11 summons, including Robe, and they'll basically win. The second best like of these guys basically here is this guy right here, so that's maybe Spain. No, Spain took such a big hit here to basically drop down here, so it's now actually the Seleucids are in second place. Scipii also took a hit. They're actually lower in Spain, but you know, whatever. And then Britain's basically being Britain. There's production, so no one's really producing anything, I guess. Military ranking basically has, like, you know, the Brutii being the strongest, the Seleucids being next strongest. The Spanish are actually the first strongest, but I mean, they're not using their military to do anything, so yeah, there's that. The British, the Scipii. And yes, overall rankings. And population and stuff. Hopefully the next episode will be the final one, but, you know, I want to basically say this right now. I'm sort of happy that the, you know, AI can actually invade, but I mean, at the same time, how they invade is, like, you know, very, very, like, you know, damning to them. Like, the Seleucids basically invade, like, you know, Rhodes, they invade Kydonia, they invade Sparta, but at what cost to, like, their, like, you know, their ability to do anything else, really? And that's the same for, like, the Spanish, who, like, you know, are trying to invade, like, say, Palma here, and, like, you know, they're getting romped by the Brutii, perhaps, as a result of that. Unfortunate, but oh well. And that's it for now, so take care.